All right, here is the two-time period durable good example focusing on a monopoly, where a monopolist produces in time period 1, and because it's a durable good, the price in time period 2 depends upon the quantity of the good in time period 1 and the quantity produced in time period 2. So let's get started. Let's write out the maximization problem. So the firm is trying to maximize profits, which are a function of Q1 and Q2. And so this is going to equal P times Q, or P1 times Q1. So here is P1 here. So let's go ahead and just write that out. We'll have 100 minus Q1 times Q1 plus P2 Q2. Here's P2. 100 minus Q1 minus Q2 times Q2 minus 10 times Q1, the cost to produce quantity 1, minus 10 Q2, the cost to produce quantity 2. So with this optimization problem, we're going to maximize by choosing Q1 and Q2. So our first order condition with respect to Q1 is equal to 100, or implies that 100 minus 2Q1 minus Q2 minus 10 equals 0. We now take the derivative with respect to Q2. So we're going to focus down on this term and this term here. And that implies that we'll get 100 minus Q1 minus 2Q2 minus 10 equals 0. So let's go ahead and solve out this equation as a function for Q2. So Q2 is equal to 90 minus 2Q1. Now we can take that and plug it into here. So this implies that we get 100 minus Q1 minus 2, 90 minus 2Q1 minus 10 equals 0. So those two terms there means we'll get 90 minus Q1 minus 180 plus 4Q1. So we have 90 and 180, that becomes negative 90, and this equals 0. And we have negative 1 in that, and positive 4Q1, so we'll get 3Q1 on this side, and let's bring this 90 over there to equals 90, and that implies that Q1 for the monopolist is equal to 30. Now I can plug this back into here, and so that implies that the quantity 2 for the monopolist is 90 minus 2 times 30, which is 90 minus 60, which is also just 30. So we'll just write the final answer. So those are the quantities. Now for the prices, so P1 is equal to 100 minus 30. So P1 for monopolist is 70. P2 is 100 minus 30, which is Q1, minus 30, which is Q2. And that means P2 for monopolist is going to be 40. And so now that we have those, we can set for the profit for time period 1 is P1 times Q1, 70 times 30 minus 30 times 10, which is our cost. And so profit in that first period will be 1,800. Now profit in the second period is P2 times Q2 minus the amount minus Q2 times 10. And so this will equal to 900, which tells us that the total profits are 2,700. So this is the solution we get for the monopolist with a durable good, meaning they produce it in time period 1 and again in time period 2, but the amount they produce in time period 1 influences the price for time period 2. Now let's see if there's a way for the monopolist to maximize their profits, and that is if this good is not durable, meaning that the amount they produce in time period 1 does not influence the price in time period 2. Well, if this is the case, so this is the non-durable case, then the new profit, we're going to maximize our profits as a function of Q1, Q2, and that's going to equal to P1, Q1, so 100 minus Q1 times Q1, plus P2, which is now just a function of Q2 and not Q1, minus 10Q1 minus 10Q2. So I take the first order conditions here. I'm going to get 100 minus 2q1 minus 10 equals 0. And then for the second first order condition with respect to q2, I'll get 100 minus 2q2 minus 10 equals 0. I solve for this. I get q1 for the monopolist will be 45. q2 for the monopolist will also be 45. I plug that into the demand equation right here, and that implies that P1 for the monopolist will equal 55 in the time period 1. In the second time period, they'll produce 45 units and charge $55 for that. Well, now I can look at my profit function, and this is, in time period 1, is 45 times 55 minus 10 times 45, which is equal to 2,025. Time period 2 is the same, because the same price and quantity, 2,025, and therefore the profits total are 4,050. So when the monopolist has a durable good and it competes against itself, the total profits in the 2 time period is $2,700. But if a monopolist can make the good non-durable, then they can maximize their profits and get a profit of $4,050.